la detención de José Aréchiga. José Aréchiga fue detenido en Jalisco.
La Fiscalía General de Sinaloa confirmó el asesinato de José Rodrigo Aréchiga, conocido como el Chino Ántrax.
¿Pero quién fue José Rodrigo Aréchiga Gamboa, alias el Chino Ántrax? Es considerado el principal sicario del cártel de Sinaloa.
Ántrax, a drug lord and hitman.
Del narcotráfico en México. Hablamos de José Rodrigo Aréchiga Gamboa, es decir, el Chino Ántrax.
In the underworld of the Sinaloa Cartel, there is a golden rule that keeps you breathing. Anonymity. You stay in the shadows, you move like a ghost, and you never, ever let them see your face. But José Rodrigo Aréchiga Gamboa hated the shadows. He craved the spotlight. He wanted the world to see his $3,000 champagne in Dubai. He wanted you to envy his gold-plated Ferraris and his diamond-encrusted skull rings. He sat at VIP tables with celebrities and posed for photos with Paris Hilton, all while being the most wanted hitman on the planet. On May 15th, 2020, the image finally shattered. Found wrapped in plastic, taped like a commercial package in the back of a luxury SUV, the legendary El Chino Ántrax was finally silenced. This is the story of a man who spent his life building a monument, only to realize too late it was actually his tomb. Rodrigo wasn't born in a gutter. He didn't have that desperate, hollow-eyed hunger that drives most young men into the mouth of the cartel. He came from a solid, middle-class family in the Miguel Alemán neighborhood of Culiacán. In any other city on earth, Rodrigo would have been an architect. He had a gift for it, an eye for structure, for design, for the way beauty is built from nothing. Rodrigo's best friend was Vicente Zambada, El Vicentillo, the son of El Mayo Zambada, the most powerful drug lord on earth. Rodrigo chose the shadow. He didn't start as a killer. He started as a chavo, a bodyguard at the gate. But he had something the other thugs lacked, a cold, calculating architectural mind. He didn't just protect the Zambadas, he studied them. He became the golden boy because he treated security like a science. When the Sinaloa Federation fractured in 2008, Culiacán became a slaughterhouse. Former friends were now hunting each other in broad daylight. El Mayo Zambada needed a wall, a human wall of violence to protect his children. He turned to Rodrigo and gave him a mission: create something they will never forget. Rodrigo didn't just form a gang, he branded a plague. He called them Los Ántrax. He turned hitmen into an elite brand. His men wore silver skull rings with black stones in the eyes. Rodrigo enjoyed the work. He didn't just kill, he choreographed it. He used armored trucks like chess pieces on a board. He saved El Mayo's life. And as the bodies piled up, so did Rodrigo's ego. He began to believe his own myth. He stopped being a ghost and started wanting to be a star. He forgot the first rule of the cartel: shadows live longer than statues. Imagine the audacity. A man wanted by Interpol, posting photos of himself drinking $3,000 champagne in Dubai, photos of his customized Lamborghini in Europe, a photo of him posing with Paris Hilton in Vegas. He was careful, always blurring his face or turning his back, but he was leaving a digital trail of breadcrumbs. But the DEA doesn't follow you for the lifestyle, they follow you for the metadata. Every like on his photo was a data point. Every luxury hotel he tagged was a GPS coordinate. They tracked the reflections in his champagne glasses and the stitching on his sneakers. In December 2013, the high life hit a wall. He flew to Amsterdam thinking he was a ghost. But as he stepped off the plane, the Dutch police were waiting. The ghost had finally been caught by his own reflection. For years, Rodrigo had preached Ántrax till death. But in a U.S. federal prison, the Ferraris are gone, the champagne is gone, the rings are taken, it's just you and a life sentence. In 2015, the legend did the unthinkable. He broke. He took a deal. He became an informant. He gave up the secrets of the Zambada family, the people who had treated him like a son. This is the moment where the hero of the corridos becomes a villain. He traded his brothers for a reduced sentence. By 2020, he was out on supervised release in San Diego. He had a new identity. He had a chance to grow old and be a nobody. But remember, Rodrigo was addicted to being seen. He couldn't stand the silence of a normal life. In May 2020, he cut his GPS ankle monitor. He fled across the border, back to Culiacan. Why? Was it for a woman? Was it to reclaim his throne? Or was it simply that he couldn't stand the silence? He thought his old charms would work. He thought El Mayo would forgive him. He thought he was still the golden boy. He was wrong, dead wrong. 10 days, that's how long he lasted. He was at a house in the Guadalupe Victoria neighborhood when the commandos arrived. They didn't come to talk, they came to settle the bill. Rodrigo, his sister, and her husband were taken into the night. The next morning, the black BMW was found on that dirt track in Ayune. Inside that SUV, the architecture of his life came to a brutal end. He died exactly how he lived. In a luxury car, surrounded by violence and on the front page of every newspaper. He wanted to be a legend, and he got his wish. But in the underworld, legends aren't written in gold. They are written in blood and forgotten in the dirt. He lived for the image. He died for the image. As the wind blows through the shattered glass of that SUV today, the only thing left of El Chino Ántrax is a warning. In the shadows, the only way to survive is to stay invisible. The moment you step into the light to take a bow is the moment the light goes out forever. Today, in 2025, Culiacan is burning again. The war between the Mayiza and the Chapitos is using the very same tactical maneuvers Rodrigo invented. Every narco junior on TikTok today is a ghost of Chino Ántrax, chasing the same fame that killed him. If you want to see the rise of the next generation of influencer narcos, the ones currently fighting the Sinaloa Civil War, click the video on your screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe, because behind every fortune there is a story no one dares to tell.